Hi. How are you, Margaret?
Fine. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming to Vegas. My name is Fawnia.
And where are you from?
Well, originally Canada, but today we are in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So I introduce you the first teacher in pole dancing who made the first DVD to learn how to pole dance. So, bonjour à tout le monde. C'est une interview que j'ai demandé spécialement pour avoir des renseignements et pour que toute la francophonie puisse savoir qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le monde de la pole dance aux États-Unis et pourquoi pas aller à la source même avec Fawnia Dietrich Mondey. Can you talk about your career, how you discover pole dance, how from girl when you were a child you start to feel attracted to dance?
Well, I started pole dancing in 1994, which is around 20 years ago now. And I was working as an exotic dancer, and from my job as a dancer, I discovered pole. So at that time, there weren't any studios. It was really just, if you decided to become a stripper, that's where you would find a pole. So at that time, that was it. So I realized that what I had to do on stage was extremely challenging, and I needed help. So I was looking for the school. People thought I was crazy. What? A pole dancing studio? There's no such thing. So I thought, that's crazy. There's got to be some sort of instructor and student situation happening, and there wasn't. So I created the world's first pole dancing studio, and then here we are today.
And you started in your country, in Canada?
I did, yeah. Started in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Wow. And then because you could not find any studio to be taught, you start to think about how you develop and how you cannot be injured in pole dancing and last long.
True. Yeah, no, I wanted to make sure that I was learning everything safely. I could have a long career. I thought I would be an exotic dancer for the rest of my life. I thought it was the best job in the world. I had so much fun dancing. I lost 40 pounds, traveled the world, but I only danced for 1.5 years, and then I quit. I quit for a guy. What was I thinking? But I quit, and it ended up being a really good decision to stop dancing. It's not the most positive career choice, but it is whatever you make of it. And I thought it was a really good job at that time. And in terms of safely practicing, nowadays pole dancing is a form of fitness. So we do have a warm-up, we have a cool down, we have water breaks, stretching, and plenty of rest between our attempts on the pole. Back when I started, we just threw on our high heel shoes and we just jumped on the pole. But mind you, when you're a teenager, I was 19, you probably are injury-free and you don't really need as much of a warm-up. Looking back, it was just crazy we didn't have more injuries. But I'm really glad that pole dancing is becoming a structured form of fitness. And it's being taken seriously all over the world, which is great.
This is because you're talking a lot about fitness and pole dancing. Is it the same discipline? It comes from the same background, or it's really a defined fitness is one thing and pole dance is another?
Yeah, that's such a common question. Whenever you're moving, you are working out. So if you're going for a walk, you're doing fitness. If you're dancing, you're doing fitness. So it really is, at the end of the day, you're exerting calories, and so you are working out. But people pole dance for a variety of reasons, and that's where things kind of get blended. Hi, Leo. This is my son.
He's doing pole.
I tried to teach Leo how to pole dance. I put butter on the pole to think he would start pole dancing, and he just licked the pole. But he's still my son.
He's playing around, he's dancing around of the pole.
Oh yeah.
With a bottle.
With the water bottle, yes. That's right. So in regards to pole dancing or pole fitness, that's where things get kind of blended. So there are, in a way, 3 umbrellas that pole can fit under. So there's pole dancing, where people might think of dancing for fun, maybe entertaining somebody, or maybe it's a career choice. Yeah, or just a hobby. Just, oop, I put my finger in your mouth. Are you having a good time? And then the second option, or second umbrella, would be pole fitness, where people participate in pole with the motivation to get in better shape. They either want to lose weight, maybe lose body fat, gain muscle, gain flexibility, but for the form of fitness. And then there's the third, pole sport, where people want to compete, and they use pole dancing as a sport. So there's kind of three main umbrellas, but at the end of the day, we're all dancing, we're all having fun, we're all burning calories, and yeah, it can all be one thing.
Great. And why still this special field discipline is taken as a cabaret show and not as an Olympic part of a discipline, which could have maybe help a lot the dancers' career, the circus people career, to remove from their career or mix the thing together and make very nice stuff, performances show actually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Pole dancing is a mix of many different disciplines. So we do have the typical exotic dancer or burlesque or cabaret background and influence. That will never change. It is the past and it is part of where we came from. But we also do have acrobatics and Chinese pole, Molokam pole, all these different types of influences that are shaping what we now do on the pole. It's more than just sensual movement, and I guess in the past someone may remove their top. Nowadays we're flipping upside down, we're holding our body sideways, men are pole dancing, older people in their 50s, 60s, 70s are pole dancing, and youth, kids of all ages, from age 3 to 17. So it's really become, it's just a fun apparatus. It's a vertical ballet bar. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think it's fine if we do, and I hope we do, make it into the Olympics. That would be pretty cool. If we do make it into the Olympics as a sport, I think it's fair to say it's okay that we also have that past, and if people want to focus on the sensual, sexy side of pole, that's totally fine. That'll never go away. But I think that we deserve a shot as an Olympic sport, because it is clearly an amazing feat what some of these women and men do on the pole. It's very gymnastic, and it's similar, a lot of parallel similarities with pictures when you compare one move on uneven bars or a mat, gymnastics, and then one with the pole. They're identical.
So how are you going to be able to make a dictionary of the moves because of all these influences, and all the countries speaking English country already have different name to give to the same picture, to the same figure, or to the same acrobatic, or to the same movement. Mm-hmm. How are you going to put that together to judge in the competition and to make the right points to the right movement?
Yeah, this is a great question, and it's a huge challenge, trying to come up with one language and a point system that corresponds with that move. It is in the works, and it's taking place. One wonderful reference right now is polemovebox.com, and many of the countries, whether it's Singapore, Australia, Europe, Canada, US, we are all communicating and trying to come up with one language. So it's in the works. It's still going to take some time, but we understand that that is a major issue. When you go to the studio, sometimes you're speaking and you'll say 3 or 4 names for one move, and it's just too much. Yeah, we need to be taken seriously, just like yoga or any other sport. Have your name, and that's the end of it.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about your goals?
My goals, well, here in Vegas with our studio, we're going to be expanding, taking over another section of the building that we're in. So expanding the studio, that's a small little goal. Secondly, with Pole Expo, we are moving to a larger venue. So I'm hoping to be able to welcome and accept more people to the event. That takes place every September here in Las Vegas. Leah, was that the doorbell? Yes. Thirdly, just to keep pole dancing, stay injury-free, and keep traveling, having fun. Yeah, don't get too overwhelmed.
Sorry. How did you think about Pole Expo? What was the purpose of you to create this event?
With Pole Expo, my focus was to create an event where everyone was together in one room. So that would mean the performances and speakers on stage in the same room as all the vendors. I thought that would be really fun as an attendee to be able to shop your favorite vendors, hang out with your favorite stars and your friends, and then maybe grab some free breakfast and watch a show, maybe learn something. But yeah, all in one space. So that was my goal, and I think I've succeeded. And it seems to be really well received.
So next year, can you tell us a little bit more about your Pole Expo?
It's going to have some interesting things that no other year has had. First of all, opening with the pool party. I felt like last year and the 2 years before, it was just so busy. I didn't see anybody. It was really, really crazy mayhem for all of us. So we're going to just relax at the pool, chill, and then on Thursday, registration will begin. So yeah, everyone wants to show up hopefully Tuesday to hang out on Wednesday. We're going to still have the pole classic competition with the women and the men. That will be inside the Joint at the Hard Rock Hotel, which again is a new venue, very, very large. And there's also private boxes where people can sit, watch TV. They got their private restroom. So very VIP for our sponsors. And then thirdly, just the same amazing atmosphere, but in a hotel that's made for conventions. So everything's in very close proximity. You don't need to walk very far. And more space for more vendors. I felt like we were busting out the ceiling of the palms. So we're gonna have so much room to let our wings fly and have a good time.
So when you do this event, you invite a very famous personality of pole dancing, and you invite as well teacher and some clothes shops.
Absolutely. Yeah, actually I'm wearing one right now. That's ironic. Just Pole, they've been a really dedicated sponsor the last 3 years. So we do have some great companies, X-Pole, Bad Kitty, Mighty Grip. The whole family is there. Then we have some people from overseas, which is great. Wink, I don't think I can remember them all right now. But yeah, there's some amazing companies from Europe, all over Europe, including Germany, Italy, Greece, and then of course Australia is there with their Uggs. I mean, who knew? Pole dancing Uggs. Do you know what an Ugg is? It's a really fuzzy, warm boot. Not a hug, but an Ugg. It's a boot, and you would not normally think to pole dance in these Uggs, but they've actually put grip on them, so you can pole dance in your warm, fuzzy boots. What is this world coming to? It's amazing. And then we have our superstars from overseas, Anastasia Skuktarova and Yevgeny Greshalov, and then Carly Hunter, Lou Landers from Australia, Jamila DeVille, and then some of our local stars, Soraya Judd, Natasha Wang. It's just an endless array, Leanne Riley, it's great. And Janine Butterfly, hopefully Felix Kane comes back. She was with us the first year. But it's just a happy, sexy, athletic melting pot of everything pole in Las Vegas, Sin City.
And what about you?
Oh, I'll be there.
Are you going to pole dance?
You know, I might even try to actually hang out and have a good time next year. I want to have that playground again. We had an X-Pole aerial playground, so I really want to jump in there and try some of their new equipment. That looked really fun. But yeah, next year my goal is actually to have fun and to see people, because I've been just busy running around.
And what about your certification? How did it come up? I mean, how did you put everything together? When did it start? And how it's growing now? And do you have news from the people who has been certified by you? Are you still in contact with them? Are you teaching in their place? Or?
Yeah, these are great questions. The certification I wrote in very, very late 05, early 2006, and I wrote the entire thing over the weekend. I just had a very creative burst of energy and wrote levels 1 through 4. And in each level, there are 25 different moves that fit together into a routine. I also cover not just how to perform the move, but how to safely teach it, how to spot the student, what body parts are getting worked within that move, and all the transitions and possible mistakes that could go wrong during that particular trick or transition or move. And then later on I wrote levels 5 and 6, and level 7 is still partially written. I just have to finish it, but soon my certification will also be connected with AFA, the Aerobics and Fitness Association of America, and that will be beneficial for people to get their continuing education units when they need to recertify or get extra credits to maintain their certification. other than that, studios that just opened. Heather, and I wish I could remember your studio off the top of my head. She just opened her studio over the weekend, and there's pictures on my Facebook page. Beautiful purple space, her studio, and I think it's going to do really well. Overseas, there's a few in Canada, Winnipeg, that have done extremely well. Hong Kong, but mainly the people that I've certified are within the United States. But there's about 200 graduates, wow. And some of them take it for fun, some take it for just continuing knowledge when they're already a very good instructor or a student, and some know that they want to pole dance, they've never done it before, and they might just come and take level 1 just to get their feet wet and trained correctly from the get-go. So.
Great. So can I show how it looks
Sure,
like?
let's do it.
So the certification that...
This one. Bye, Leo. This one's yours. So you just got certified in levels 1 through 4 over the weekend.
And this is my son's.
Yes. Who's holding the camera right now? If you're lucky, you can see him as well. But there's his name if you want to Google him too.
Tu peux le aussi. So now we are attempting to do the level 6.
Yes, we did level 5 yesterday, and today is level 6. So
okay.
I wish you all the best. You're going to be fine.
Okay, thank you very much for the time spent with us.
You're welcome.
Was it, last question, was it the first guy you had so young in your classes?
Yes, Léonilde was definitely the youngest student we've had here taking the certification. Yeah, 18 years old.
Yes.
Yep, the youngest. Taking the course, we have had younger students in classes, but the youngest being certified. So a little high five to that. Can you hold it? Yep, there we go. So here we go.
Alors tu peux lui poser une question maintenant, toi.
Je sais pas, je vais poser quoi?
Pourquoi ça fait mal au poil?
Je sais pourquoi ça fait mal au poil.
How is it, what is difficult for the boys at the pole, please? Can you tell a little bit about?
Well, I think first off, many people feel that when they're a guy, it shouldn't be a problem. Their upper body strength is already there, so they should be able to hold on the pole, climb the pole, no problem. But many men are kind of shocked at how heavy they are and how much skill is involved and how painful it is. And then secondly, once they know some tricks, what about if they have hair on their legs? Because it is a little bit painful. There's that aspect. And then, yeah, just the feeling of your thighs on a metal pole, it is painful. So any pole dancer, male or female, they are going to be a little bruised up the first 2 or 3 months. But they're pole kisses, and we like them a lot.
Yes, but they don't think they are very men when they start pole, because they think that it's too much for the girl, sexy part of it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys feel that pole dancing is still meant for women to do. They're stuck with their mindset in the strip club atmosphere, and that's normal. But when they come here and the women are wearing their bare feet or their sneakers, running shoes, and we're climbing, and there's nothing sexy about it. A lot of the times it's brutal, it's hard work. But the side effect is we look good at the end of the day.
So,
and he looks good. Does he not look good?
Yes. So let's go on for this level 6.
Okay, level 6, here we go. Yes!